Hi, I'm Angela Nicholson, and in this short tutorial I'm going to show you the colour settings that you need to use with Adobe Photoshop. The settings are reached via the Edit menu, so we'll click Edit and down to Colour Settings. Now by default Adobe sets the sRGB colour space, which is quite restricted. We're going to expand it to Adobe RGB, and we're going to go for the Adobe RGB 1998. Next we're going to change the grey dot gain and select Grey Gamma 2.2. This gives us better colour precision throughout the whole colour range. These options down here basically tell Photoshop to preserve the profiles that images have, so when they open they keep their existing profile. But we want to tell Photoshop to ask us what we want to do when there are profile mismatches, so we'll just tick these boxes. There we are. At this point you can either click OK to just confirm the changes that you've made, or you can save them so that you can give them a name and call them back at another time. So I'm just going to call this one Adobe RGB, and I'm just going to call it 1998 and save that. Now I can click OK to confirm the changes, but if I ever change them again I know I can go back to my Adobe RGB settings using the load option. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install printer profiles. The first thing you need to do is to get the profile for the paper and printer that you're going to use, and these can usually be downloaded from the paper manufacturer's website. I'm going to download a profile from Photospeed, so I'm just going to go to their website, and I've found their ICC profile page, and I'm going to download a profile for the Epson R2880, and I'm using Epson ink. And I want to download the profile for the Platinum Gloss paper, so I just click on that link there and save the file. So I just save that. Now my profile is saved to a folder I've already created on my desktop called Profiles. If you haven't saved one before it'll ask you where you want to save it, so put it somewhere nice and obvious. And now I've got this compressed file, so I just double click on it, and this is the profile, the one with the coloured icon on the left. And sometimes when you click on the profile and then right click you get the option to install the profile, but if you don't it's easy enough to drag it where it needs to be, and I'll show you how. So go across to the start point, computer, the local disk, Windows, scroll down to System 32, then down to Spool, and now you want Drivers and Colour, and you can see I've already installed one profile here, but I'm going to drag this one across. It's the 1FS Platinum Gloss R2880, so you need to make a note of that name. It's probably a good idea to write it on the box. Now I can close this down and go back to Photoshop, and if I go to File, Print, check that Photoshop is going to manage the colours. Yes it is, and I need to select the printer that I want. There's the R2880 selected, and now the paper. I just scroll and there is the profile. So now I can print, safe in the knowledge that the right amount of ink is going to wind up on that piece of paper. So I just hit print and that's it.